Hey guys, Belle here. So today I am going to be talking about an activity my high school hosted this summer called Summer Gym. Summer Gym is basically a class you could take during the summer that gives you gym credits for the year. You take gym class for 15 days for 4 hours a day, and you get your credit for the year for that class. So Summer Gym was horrible, but it wasn't too bad. Like, I got to meet some friends, considering I'm an incoming freshman, and it's nice knowing that I won't be exactly alone, but there were downsides. First, before I talk about the downsides, though, let's talk about the positive things, because I'm a very positive person. One of the positive things was wiffle ball, because one of the only sports I can play is softball. And that's basically like wiffle ball. So that was fun. I kind of, there were moments when I, outshone some of the boys that played baseball. And it was great. Woohoo! Go me. Another thing that was great about it was skate zone and putt-putt. We went skating the one day, but I didn't go skating. I just sat in the arcade and played for all day. I just played 2 hours of gaming and got 1,000 tickets and got a bunch of candy. It was great. And putt-putt wasn't exactly the best because everyone was going so slow and there were just over 100 kids playing putt-putt. But I ended up riding the go-karts they had at the place, so it was pretty nice. Another positive thing was this one teacher. Let's just say his name is Mr. Robert. Nah, that's bad. Mr. Jones. Let's say his name is Mr. Jones. So, Mr. Jones was the most sarcastic person in the world. The one day we were talking and he was giving us rules for dodgeball, and he goes, okay, rules are you can't cross this line, or you can't cross this line, or you're out, and you have to do 5 laps. I hope you guys know that I'm joking, because you guys don't have to do those laps. And he just goes on and he keeps saying things that he doesn't actually mean, but he is so sarcastic and great, it's the best. Another plus is dodgeball, because if you don't want to play it, you just get out and you sit there. Or if you don't want to play any of the other sports, you do laps. Great. Now the downsides of Summer Gym. Well, dodgeball happens to be one of those. Because there are 10th graders who want to take your head off. They legit have death in their eyes and they want to kill you. The one time, the kid threw the ball at my leg 90 miles an hour, 5 feet away, and I had the imprint of a dodgeball on my leg. My leg legit looked like a bullseye. Because the redness would not go away. It didn't go away until 8 o'clock that night. Another downside happens to be that we had to get up at 8 a.m. every single day to go there. And I am not a morning person, so it was pretty bad for me. Another downside are the teachers. Only 2 of the teachers actually were gym teachers or coaches. The other ones were the Spanish teacher and the algebra. Those teachers practically hated us. They favored the sophomores more than they favored us, so we were always the ones to lose games because they would help out the sophomores. Like the one time we were playing dodgeball, no surprise there, our high school's favorite game is dodgeball, and they freaking had dodgeball tournaments every single day. But the one day we were playing dodgeball, freshmen versus sophomores, we were actually winning for once, and there was one person left on the other team. And then the teachers decided to jump in, and they ended up winning against us. Another downside are the laps. Now, like I said when I was talking about the positive things, laps were great then. Not here. If you lost any sport, for instance, team sports, like kickball, wiffle ball, dodgeball, you had to do laps. On the last day, we were playing dodgeball, and the rule was, you lose, you do 5 laps. Well, I'm not sure if this is the reason why we had to do 10 laps instead, but somebody spiked a ball and it bounced weird and hit a teacher in the back of the head, and she pointed at him and she goes, you hit me, you're out. and they argued for like 5 minutes, and she ended up making him run and then made us run 10 laps plus him, so he still had to do more laps after that. So that was not great, considering I can't run barely 2 laps. Yet again, 10. Another thing that was a downside was being forced to play soccer, flag football, and kickball. At the time, towards the very beginning, they did not want you to do laps. They made you play all the sports. I'm not exactly good at flag football, considering when I was younger, my school did not have flag football, but I can't play any of those sports, and they forced us to play them, and it was not exactly the best, but hey, gotta do what you gotta do. But being the non-athletic person I am, summer gym was an absolutely horrible time for me. I just recommend, if your school has summer gym, I still recommend you do it just to get it over with, but it is not exactly the greatest. Don't expect it to be all fun and dandy like you want it to be, but just do it. Make friends. It'll be fun, they say. Remember, Belle was never here. Positivity.